Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to do a proper review on Clockwork Planet Volume 2. I noticed that I know I haven't done one. I did one kind of like a plot summary and stuff, and kind of dove more into what was going on in Volume 1 than I did in Volume 2. So I just want to do a proper review on Volume 2 and then get into Volume 3. They will be two separate reviews though, and I'll put them up one after the other, so that way they're all there. So let's get into it. So the plot actually does change pretty significantly at the end of Volume 2. If you remember, the plot before was the planet is made up of nothing but gears now. The world died long ago, and a person named Y, that's his name, just the letter Y, recreated the planet using gears. In comes Meister Marie Belle Brigette to try and solve the problem. Her right there, actually. Because one of the grids was failing, Kyoto grid. Each grid is made up on one big gigantic gear, and so the gear was failing. She comes in. She's part of a guild called the Meister Guild, and their job is basically to try and fix the broken planet. You know, when it's breaking, when a gear stops working, they're supposed to try and fix it. So they come in to try and fix this grid that's breaking. And discover that the military is planning to purge all 20 million people on it by basically disconnecting the gear from the rest and letting it fall into the earth. Obviously that can't happen, so she starts trying to fix it, but they can't find the problem. So they end up kind of not giving up, but taking a break, walking away. At the very end of book 1, she finally sees her lost automaton that she was not able to fix, and lo and behold, she's up, moving around and walking, and she's fixed. She doesn't know that Naoto fixed it, but you know, she's about to find out. So book 2 starts where book 1 left off, with her in surprise exclaiming, "She works." It's Ryuzu of the initial Y series. So the same creator who built the world created Ryuzu. And I am just going to call that out of simplicity. I know that's not how you pronounce it. So if anybody wants to correct that, I'm already aware that's not how you pronounce it. But for simplicity's sake, we're going to call her Ryuzu. So let me enlist your help. You know, he says no, and she says, "I'm not talking to you." Doesn't know that she's already formed a contract with him, basically, to serve him. She informs him quickly, though. So the most of this plot remains the same. She's trying to enlist their help to save the Kyoto grid from the purge that the military is doing, except for now she's doing it without her ability as a Meister, because she had her privileges revoked in order for the guy to gain more power for his family. So she's no longer part of the Meister Guild per se, but she still has the respect of all of them and all that kind of stuff. And she's wanted now. Oh, actually, kind of like perfect. So this is the guy who actually revoked her status. There you go. And take Marie Belle Brigette into custody. So they go to the hotel to try and arrest her. Obviously, it doesn't work. With his hearing, he pinpoints everything. And they learn just how great Ryuzu is. Now, the plot takes a big twist. I mean, they do end up repairing the Kyoto grid by, you know, whatever means. As you all know, this shouldn't be spoilers. Since the anime goes over this too. Anybody who watches the anime would know that this is how it goes, and I really highly recommend watching the anime. It's actually complete now, so for those of you that don't like cliffhanger episodes and wait until next week, it's complete. Watch it. So the big plot change, comes at the very end, after all said and done, after the clock tower is fixed, or the court tower is fixed, and after they basically release the story to the public on how the military tried to purge 20 million people and cover it up, and many heads rolled that day. So they end up, she, of course, like, you know, most typical fashion in anime, you think you've seen the last of her. She transfers in along with her bodyguard Halter, transfers to his school. She introduces herself, and boom, he asks her what her plan is, and this is where the plot changes. So instead of working for the government now and working for the guild to change things, she is going to do it simply by becoming a terrorist. Now this is, I mean, obviously not your kind of terrorist that's gonna go and work to destroy things and blow, you know, things up and kill innocent people. She's gonna be more like a V for Vendetta terrorist. She's gonna do it for the betterment of society, betterment of the government, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, whenever they try to cover something up, whenever they try to kill innocent people, you know, whatever, they're gonna deal with it, and they'll just take the blame for it as terrorists, basically. Now, so I mean, I really enjoyed this book. I liked the plot and where it went. They still have not found Anchor, although they kind of heard about where she might be. So that is going to be in book 3, where they'll probably encounter her. As you know, I mean, like I said, if you've watched the anime, you already know what's going to happen. But yeah, so as always, I want just to go over the plot. And yeah, that's really the biggest plot change for book 2. The biggest plot change is just the shift in perspective, the shift in how they feel that they need to get things done, rather than doing it legally in the right way with her position. Since she's no longer in the Meister Guild, she's no longer a top Meister, she's gonna still do it, but she's gonna do it from a legal standpoint, to help people. So again, I really like this book. I like where it's going. I love the anime series. I really suggest watching that. I think it's 12 episodes long. You can watch it on Crunchyroll. You can watch it on I don't know, wherever else. I'm sure, you know, whatever means you guys use to watch. But it's done. So go watch it, read the books, and just enjoy. That's a great piece. Anyways, so have a great afternoon. If you like my videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment below if you want to see anything, if you got any questions, if you just liked it, if you think I could do something different. You know, critiques, questions, comments, it's always much appreciated. Still fairly new, not real new, but you know, 3 months, so you know, still got things to improve on. We all do. So anyways, again, share the video, like it, subscribe, and have a great afternoon.